Scorpios, this week we have got Mercury, our planet of thought and communication, changing signs into Pisces. So this is nice energy for you as a water sign because it's very kind of flowy and emotional and deep. And so Mercury being thought and communication means that we are going to be thinking and communicating in this kind of watery way, which means that some people might be a little bit sensitive, you included. But it does mean that you are going to be really trying to actually learn something about your communication style. And so any of your sensitivities, anything that kind of feels overwhelming on a day-to-day basis is going to come up for you to witness and for you to kind of like give a little bit of self-love and to breathe into. It might be that you have some kind of very small changes happening at the moment. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so there are some things that are kind of wrapping up, some ways that you have communications with other people, relationships with other people. These are kind of coming to a close. There's a lot of real kind of like understanding and processing happening at the moment where you're like, oh, okay, this is something that I'm not going to do anymore. This is something that I'm moving away from. This chapter is like closing and I'm bringing in a new one. And so, this is really just a chance for you to kind of ground yourself and to really kind of almost like have a lot of forgiveness for yourself for any past versions of you that you were not able to be what you wanted to be. This is kind of wrapping up now and there's like a new you kind of coming forwards. I think that you can probably feel it, this kind of slightly more contained version of you where any challenges that come to you, they're going to be like witnessed and held, and there's going to be like a softer version of you coming forwards. So let's see what the cards add to that. Okay, well, we've got the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So yeah, that's maybe why there's a lot of challenges happening at the moment. Maybe even some stress happening for you where you're kind of worried about things. A lot of vivid dreams perhaps, and kind of just a rumination where you're like really thinking about things a lot. And this is actually a reminder again for you to just be very soft with yourself. If you have got challenges at the moment or you have got some overthinking going on at the moment, just know that it's temporary. It's not always going to be like this, and take care of yourself in that. How can you lean into wellness? How can you make sure that you are getting your needs met, your basic needs? Are they being met? Water, sleep, healthy food, movement, are these being met? Sunlight, communication, socialization. If they're not being met, then that's where you're going to start actually this week. So guys, have a lovely one, and if you would like a private reading, there are links below. Otherwise, subscribe and I'll see you next week.